Alright. Taking high ground. Alright, we're choking a little bit here. Alright, alright. I want to, well, warm up. No worries. I'll warm up. Yep, shake, shake.
Enemy contact.
Fine. Special here for you. Good shot. Regrouping. Boosh panicked. Right, again, so think about your nade, right? Just think about the nade cooldown you use. So this is the first cooldown you've used besides that one nade you tried to save Fusion to hit your teammate instead. Is your team doing anything, right? No, right. So either save the nade and let your monkey jump this Ana, right? And then try to nade to help your monkey, right? Or save your nade and wait for monkey to jump anything, right? And then nade whoever you want, right? But just wait, right? Just hold on to the nade, right? You don't need to do anything with this nade yet. Now you're down a nade cooldown, so when your monkey applies pressure, right? He's looking for the Ana. Now he's jumping. You're getting jumped and you have no nade, right? He's gonna get bubbled, so you don't want to nade immediately anyways, but good idea. It's this comp is super cooldown rotation focused, right? So you just want to sync whatever you're doing with what your monkey's doing, right? But the problem is our monkey made a play. We're getting jumped. We're not able to fight that really apply real pressure back to the monkey because we don't have cooldowns. And then our monkey just dies because he doesn't have any help, right? So we want to pair everything we do. Everything goes through the monkey, right? So that's really important.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Nice sleep attempt. Dodge the purple as well. Yeah, be careful of that window. Alright, now the Echo's been revived. Be very careful of the window, because you know she's in this area still. Alright, you have Nano now, so you should be looking for Dan to Nano. Hold that you have sleep here. Ah! Save the sleep! He's got a primal. You know he's got primal. He's still nanoed even, right? You know he's there, right? So just chill, right? I mean, you can do stuff, right? But be ready to sleep the monkey, because he's going to go for you. Don't burn your sleep on the don't burn your sleep preemptively on whoever you see in front of you, right? They're all bait. The only one you care about is the monkey.
All soldiers are hard to kill.
Alright, we're going main. So I want to see you just chill here. Don't leave this room really. Again, like you're chucking sleeps because you feel like you can hit them, not because it's an important person to sleep, right? And then you just get no value in your sleep, right? Yeah, very rough. Your team's winning, but like they just sort of just ulted their way out of the situation, you know? Just quick scope that. If you miss that first shot on Tracer, you just like scope the next one, right? You have a lot of time, you just need to make sure that like your Tracer doesn't get shot and killed by like something random while you're like trying to hit her. I think there's a rollout. So maybe it only works on this side. Yeah, it only works on this side. But you can jump on top of the sign, and then you can jump on top somewhere here, and then you can come up top without having to like walk all the way around. But this side doesn't work. Was there not perfectly mirroring their maps? Unbelievable. An 8 is okay. We'd prefer it a little bit later on that, but oh my god, no! Your Brig's right here, right? If you feel like you're taking too much damage, just like say, hey, Enemy pack behind you. Then just try not to walk into damage in the meantime, right? You walked into a lot of damage, you nade yourself, right? Now you don't have nade for this. And now you can't save your break. I mean, okay, they got purple. So. Yeah. Regardless. Bubble! Just wait! Just wait on these cooldowns! See, that's a good nade. Like, if you just wait for the initial round of cooldowns to be spent, like, the cooldowns just become free, right? You can't always do this, because usually if people use cooldowns well, it demands a reaction from you. So you want to pair your cooldowns with what your team is doing. So if your monkey's going for aggressive play, help them out with your cooldowns, right? But if like your monkey's not able to do something aggressive either because the game plan requires us to play slow and wait for them to engage, or like the game plan is like, or he got poked out early and is just like hiding somewhere waiting for you to heal him, right? Whatever the case may be, if you're not going aggressive with your monkey, just like hold your cooldowns, right? Just hold them until something happens, because something will happen, right? Imagine a nade right now, right? I mean, that nade on the monkey was okay, right? But at the end of the day, you're anti-healing a monkey that was only fighting you and another monkey, right? So he doesn't really care about the anti-heal. Like it was nice, like this the reason why he's so low right now is because you pressured him with that nade, right? But imagine having a nade right now, like you would just kill at mercy probably. It's still good. You still got a monkey kill off your nade though, so you know I'm not gonna say like that was bad value or anything. But... Nice for taking high ground. I always go around this way and it's so dumb. It's so much slower than the route you're taking.
You're covered. This will help.
Yeah. Be more careful when you walk in. You like consistently walked into like big like damage every time, right? Just chill here, right? Don't nade, right? Just corner peek constantly. And if you see damage at all or hear people shooting this direction, don't peek, right? Wait until it passes by, then you come out, right? Take a quick peek over here, right? You can kill your monkey like this. You never have to fully stand here, but it feels like you're kind of reliant on standing still and scoping to hit people from this range. So like you just kind of like walk into the damage and then like oh crap, and then you nade yourself, right? And now you don't have nade. Like you're standing out here to do stuff when you can do the same thing like right here, right? You can even be really deep in here to make sure you don't get shot or something. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but just like playing very close to people.
You're powered up. Get
The
in
nano's
there.
fine. You should be pairing this with a nade. Yes. Nice. Okay, there we go. Right, that's pressure. That's real pressure, right?
I will keep you healed.
You can sleep someone. That's not bad either. You know the monkey's up there, so you don't need to hold you to sleep for anything particular. A nade is okay. So it wasn't deep enough, I think. Compared to like how, because like your monkey was sort of pushing people around. Nice sleep. 3, 2, 1. Ah, let your McCree. Okay, yeah, let your McCree start it. Right. I don't care what the counter is. Like, just like even if you say 3, 2, 1, wait for your McCree to flash. As long as he has it, right? If you saw him use your flash, then use his flash, then obviously don't wait. But as long as he has flash, just do 3, 2, 1, and then don't do anything until you hear a flash. You hear or see a flash. Or your McCree can be shooting, because your McCree can also go for like right click or something. Or sorry, fan stun, fan flash, fan or something. But like, wait till your McCree does something before you do something.
Much better.
Oh hey, C9. I forgot we won this.
Score 1.
Zenyatta. So generally speaking, again, we're on this comp. We look at where the enemy tanks are, and most of the time we want to play longer ranges than the enemy team, right? So we look at our backline. We have a Brig, Sig, Zen, right, versus a Monkey D.Va dive, right? So if we just play outside of this Monkey D.Va's range, they physically can't do anything without committing cooldowns, right? And that means we're solving a positioning. We're making them spend cooldowns to solve a positioning issue, right? So if that's the case, we see the tanks over here. The first thing we need to do is cross over here, right? Cross over here, set up over here, and start shooting them, right? Make them come towards us, right? Or at least like over here, right? Chill over here, and like apply pressure somewhere else, right? But you want to rotate away from the Monkey D.Va because the Monkey D.Va is more aggressive than your team, right? They want to play at shorter ranges than you, so they're going to jump at you, right? This is too aggressive positioning from like all three of you guys, to be honest. Maybe not your Sig, but yeah. And when they spend cooldowns, right? When they spend bubble and DM trying to get into you and don't get anything, then you need to walk into them, right? Now the situation will turn, right? This guy's gotten space, but he spent cooldowns to get it, so punish him, right? Make him leave his space that he just earned, right? Because he still has to jump, but he has no bubble, right? So if you just walk up and discord him, it doesn't matter if you have like this is your time to be aggressive, right? So we stressed a lot about staying alive and playing angles, right? But like if we're gonna play this and they're gonna walk into us, right? And they spend cooldowns. They run out of steam now. They physically ran out of gas. The Steve is going all the way out, right? She's going for a refill. And this monkey spent his bubble and is now hiding from you guys. This is when you guys really need to push the envelope, right? Just be like, okay, back and back. Okay, bubble is down. We're gonna shoot the bubble. We stand right here. Bubble dies. We walk in. We push the monkey out. We physically shove him out, right?
The objective is
Yeah, but this jump should not be allowed, right? He shouldn't be allowed to make this with this much health, right? He should be like down at least 150 right now, right? You should be like, you should have hit him twice going here, and then hit him another once at least once on the way out, right? And then yeah, and then that jump should hopefully kill him, right? Like maybe Gabe hits a shot when he's discorded because you apply discord when you hit him over here, and then Gabe drops grabs the mega and just SMGs it to death, right? Yeah, unfortunate.
Adversity is an opportunity for change.
Yeah. So again,
With the
um,
universe.
the thing to remember is that just because our comp has more range doesn't mean we don't want to push, right? We need to push eventually. If all we do is back up and play range, eventually they're going to get map control and win, right? So the important thing to think about is like when you play range, you're trying to make them spend resources to get to you, right? But when they're out of resources, you push them back, right? And then that's when you go for like to kill them or apply more pressure, right? I guess it's like the kind of theory. But you see Monkey here, right? He's walking in, he's walking in, he's walking in. Kind of scared. Alright, he's bent bubble, right? Oh, I guess we're down a kill, so we don't really want to walk in anymore. Alright, we're ulting. There you see a bubble as well, right? This is like, oh my god, I need to be in there, right? The only thing you need to watch out for is primal. Alright, they're ulting their way out. Motorola.
The outcome is not preordained.
Alright, this is our fight to win. Oh no. Alright, nice walk in. Notice that everybody's on this side of the map, so this is like the freest like left side of your life. You just walk out here, and then if the monkey jumps you really hard and you can't kill him, then you primal. Or not primal, you trans. Like you look at your angles from here. You can barely see anything, and like only people you can choose is monkey and his bubble really, right? If you come out here, right, you just see way more, right? You have much better control of the angle itself. Like you can shoot down this gap and be really safe. You can come out deep wider and see more, right? There's a bunch of stuff you can do. Monkey's gonna jump in a second. You're just trying to soften him up as much as you can. Right? You soften him up all the way, he's all the way out, right? That's good. Yeah, Monkey can't stay in places for a long time. He's very reliant on his cooldowns to do it, so you just poke him out, right? You force him, and then you can go about your business. I keep hearing somber noises and panicking, but then I realize it's Gabe.
Walk in harmony.
Dude, I saw that. That was so unlucky. I watched it from his that guy's stream and he one-shot a push with the damage boost.
Feeling powerful.
Nice poop. Again, right? Do you see how hard it is to shoot anything from here? Like the angles are so bad. So like, as soon as the fight develops in any meaningful way, just go this way, right? Or this way, whichever. Like you go around the sides of the fight and then push an angle, right? But like, there's no angle for you to push right now because like you're just sitting here. And all you do is identify which way the enemy team's leaning towards, right? So the tanks are leaning this direction, and so is everyone else, right? So you just go this way, right? And now you're fine. The monkey committed his jump, you're totally fine. The only thing you're worried about is the Junkrat or this guy diving you, and you have chance to bail you out, so you're not even scared. Unlucky.
The objective. You're covered. I will keep you healed.
So same concept as with Zen, right? But you don't want to prioritize healing the guy who's in front of you, right? So with your Zarya really doesn't need a lot of healing. She needs actually very, very little. The only times you have to watch out for is if she's getting focused, or if she like is pushing really aggressively and she's calling it or something, or she's grabbing, or like she just happens to be like below half, like below half or something, right? But you really don't need to heal or trip damage at all, to be honest. You can do it when it's convenient, like you have nothing else to shoot. But this is what you need to focus on. This duel right here, your monkey like looking for an angle, is trying to get poked out. Your tracer fighting. That's what these three heroes are. What you just focus your attention on, right? So we talked about this a lot in Zen, but it matters a lot on Ana too, right? Focus the people who are actually going to be fighting a lot, right? And fighting for angles, which is how you actually win or lose. Zarya's health does not matter. It kind of does, but like realistically, there's so few situations where she'll get focused, and you're not dying right next to her like that. Like it doesn't really matter, right? And that only happens when you lose your angles, right? So prioritize your angles first and foremost over your Zarya. Zarya will live. Again, that nade, cool if you hit it, right? But like this guy's nothing else to look at, and what's your monkey doing? He's fighting over here, right? So instead, right, could look for a nade like over the roof if you want to feel very spicy. You could land it here or something. But in reality, honestly, you just hold your nade, right? Just hold your nade in case you need it, right? And look to help your monkey out instead, right? So instead of throwing the nade through here, right, either heal your echo, right, or push deeper, right, to help your monkey, right, and maybe throw a nade at him, right, and maybe it'll splash onto something he's jumping, right? You just arc it over the roof or the edge of the roof, right, and then maybe like start sniping and helping your echo, right, or fighting the tracer, whatever the case may be. But don't get stuck trying to like nade main when your monkey's not even fighting over it, right?
The objective.
I guess I have the ball, so having sleep is not that important, but I mean it's still not a very good sleep. Right. Now we'd like to have sleep, right? That's a good nade. Nice. Why is it a good nade? It's because a lot of stuff is happening. So even though your monkey hasn't jumped yet, he's about to jump in a second, and you can feel it, right? You can feel he's about to jump soon. And there's a lot of other stuff going on, so it's a great nade.
It's quiet.
Good sleep. Good 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're good. All right. Again, don't worry about the ball, right? Shoot him once or twice, and turn back to whatever your attention is, right? He's going to leave. Your brig has got you, right? You're not really worried about dying, but like don't let your actual relevant heroes die for like an extra shot on the ball.
I have your back.
Like it's very common, even when you're playing D.Va, it's very common to see high level Anas like ignore their 200 HP D.Va to heal a 300 to 400 HP monkey. Because generally speaking, the monkey will be doing things more, and he's also can't do anything without health. And he's also just more important to keep topped up, right? Your D.Va can live with low health. She doesn't want to, but if you have a choice, right, heal the monkey first.
My ultimate is charged.
If your D.Va's bad, it's just gonna lose mech because you don't heal her. Like that makes it more difficult, right? But as a general rule, you want to emphasize healing your monkey over pretty much everyone else. With the exception of Tracer, if you can hit her, or like your DPS obviously are like really important to heal too, but they also generally need less healing. So again, don't fish for the sleep. You don't need to hit it. Even if you do hit the sleep, is this ball gonna die? Probably not, right? So, right. But instead, look at where we're positioning ourselves to heal. We know the ball is behind us, and we're still set up close to the ball, and all we can heal is the Echo and the Zarya, who is not a hero, right? So what we want to be doing is set up in a place where we can heal our monkey, right? Or where the monkey's going to dive. So if the monkey's calling where he's going to dive, right, then we can set up to see wherever that spot is. We don't have to look at him anymore, right? Whereas also our tracer's coming at spawn, so we don't have to worry about that. But like our positioning is like very hard for helping our monkey, which is the primary point of our comp, right? Like, and as long as we can like generally be within like 2 seconds LOS of our Zarya, our Zarya is very rarely just going to straight up die on us, right? So again, this purple doesn't do anything, right? Think about it, right? Does this guy care whether or not he's going to get healed in the next 4 seconds? Not really, right? Again, right? We're prioritizing this instead of this, right? Like, shoot the ball, but like don't let it distract you from like your team. Your team, like your angles are the most important thing. This is what he wants. All right, we get the kill. That's cool. All right, we didn't lose anything. All right, nice. Right, Nano, your monkey when he jumps. He can jump at anything at this point. Nice.
Get in there.
Good nade, right? Why is it good? Right? Because your monkey jump. That's why you get you get it through very cleanly.
Watching your back.
By Echo. Ah, we're having the same thing. We're panicking over our tracer. That was ours. We're on Hog now. You're really not worried about getting dived at all at this point. You're kind of scared of their Echo, and that's about it. Nice kill. Monkey's in, so look for a nade. You can't find one, so you don't. Right? That's pretty nice. Ah, unfortunate.
I have your back.
Nice. There's a hog on your right. Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, you saw him crossing this way, so you need to have a mental timer of like how long it is before the hog gets to you, right? And then like check your flanks, right? If you see him coming, you start moving again, right? And just keep going in circles and dodging the hog, right? Sometimes there's too much to worry about. You can't get away from him.
I wasn't cut out for
But
retirement
in most
anyway.
cases, right, you should be able to just keep playing Ringer on the Rosie because he's the same speed as you.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Okay, we're probably backing away from this fight a little bit too early. We probably could have helped out a little bit more than that. Maybe built some more nano, but that was fine overall. Dying is bad.
Patched up. Moving up.
Again, right? You don't need to nade your Zarya, right? If she gets hooked, right, then you nade this spot and she lives, right? But you don't need to nade your Zarya, right? This is a good sleep though. But having a nade right now, right, would be really good, right? Or we just body block this guy to death.
Take your medicine. This will
Again,
only hurt for a
With,
minute.
why is is this nade good? Right? It's okay, right? You hit a purple. Every time you hit a purple, it's probably okay. But think about it, right? Your monkey just jumped over here, and your dives are set up. All you need to do is just wait another 3 or 4 seconds, and then the nade is immediately better.
Fire at will.
I sleep. Ah! No! Not like this. Okay, yeah. So don't wake him up, right? Wait for anyone. Wait for anyone else to come look at him first, right? And then do a countdown, right? Call for your brig or something. Or just chill, right? Just sit on top of him and wait for and start moving away before he wakes up so he doesn't flash you, right? Or like run away, right? Get over run away from him, right? And then like shoot nade him and then keep running so that way he can't catch you, right? And then hit him another shot later, right? When it's safer. There's no pressure to kill him that fast. You have a full 5 seconds on sleep. Don't forget that. Oh, game ended. Okay. So for your Zen, you need to think more about angles, right? Help your team fight angles, and once once the enemy team shows what they're doing, you need to start off angling more. We talked about this a little bit on Busan, where like you need to like push harder on the sides, and be more consistent about moving up when your team has advantage, right? So part of it's thinking about the comp matchup. So in most cases you have the more range, right? And then eventually when they spend cooldowns, then you need to be walking in aggressively to punish their cooldowns and make them have to hard retreat, right? And then obviously when their cooldowns are coming back up and if you haven't like killed them yet or something, then you need to consider like whether or not you need to back up at that point, right? But with the Ana, it's just discipline through cooldowns, right? You're either going for really early cooldowns, or you're either going for early cooldowns paired with your monkey, right? Or you wait for an opportunity where people clump up on your monkey or clump up pushing you or something like that, where the nade just sort of comes to you, right? And same with sleep dart, right? In monkey metas, that sleep dart should be saved for like divers pushing you, monkey pushing you, right? Somebody's going to come for you, right? So just save it, wait out the cooldowns, and then try and either catch them with the sleep, or like if they catch them the next cooldown rotation, right? So if he jumps you with double bubble, and the bubble dies, he drops down, and he jumps back up. If he jumps back up without waiting for his next bubble, that's a free sleep and you kill him, right? Stuff like that, right? You should not be sleeping on cooldown, and be careful sleeping the first cycle of cooldowns from the enemy as well, because they'll oftentimes block it. That said, if they're primaling, it's like free most of the time. So, those are the big things. And also, again, even though you're playing Ana, the goal is to help the people holding angles and fighting for flanks for you, right? It's harder than Zen because then you just orb them and then you go back to what you're doing, right? So as Ana, you devote attention to them. So a big part of improving for Ana for you would probably just be more comfortable with the idea of splitting your attention on a bunch of different things at the same time. It felt like something would happen and you would look at what was in front of you, and you would just kind of forget about other things. Like the hog flank all the way around, you just kind of forgot that he existed, right? Um, or like someone will need healing or a ball will be on you, and you'll forget that people are fighting on somewhere else, right? So part of it just getting comfortable having your attention just intentionally split, right? Um, try and track more things at the same time, um, and just again discipline with cooldowns, and syncing them with what your team is doing or what the enemy team is doing as well. Anyways, hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and I'll end the VOD here.